Thanks, Chris. Now to late news money man Scott Phillips, Chief Investment Officer at Motley, who joins me from Cairns tonight. Good evening to you, Scott. Bank of Queensland was the day's best performer, up 11%. What was behind its huge gain?
Tracy, good evening. It was a combination of some pretty good results and a very good outlook for the bank. Now, the results themselves weren't spectacular for the first half of the year, but the interest rate rises we're all paying have been very, very good for the bank's margins, and its outlook for the future is even better. That really cheered bank shareholders today. Unfortunately, won't be much good for those who's paying mortgages, but at least someone's winning from the interest rate rises.
Absolutely. Well, that result comes despite data from CoreLogic showing a downturn in house prices in many capital city suburbs.
And this is going to be the challenge for our banks moving forward, Tracy, is they want to retain that lending growth. At the moment, they're going to make up for it with those margins. So as house prices fall, their clip of the ticket will be larger as interest rates rise. That's what they hope, and that's certainly what we've seen. But as you say, the bad news for homeowners, maybe some good news for potential first home buyers, is that prices continue to fall right around the country. Now, these are capital city figures, and we know, of course, they're very different in different parts of the country. But in Sydney, for example, 40% of Sydney suburbs have seen price falls of more than 10%. Large proportions in Melbourne and Brisbane as well. The falls, unfortunately, as I said, for those homeowners, well and truly underway. But give me a glimmer of hope for those looking to get onto the property ladder.
Yeah, indeed. All right, let's move on to Bunnings, which has plans to reduce the amount of stock it orders. What does that mean for customers?
So this is fascinating. The good news, I think, for the economy is the supply chain problems seem to be ironing themselves out. Bunnings saying, look, we can get enough stock now. We don't have to hold that excess stock we have in the past. That's really positive. Unfortunately, what it also means they're going to reduce the number of what they call niche items. So if you like to browse the Bunnings aisles and find the particular nut or screw or hose fitting, maybe they won't be quite as available as they have been. Slimming down the range to the things they know they can get is going to be the strategy moving forward.
Well, that's disappointing. I do love browsing around at Bunnings on occasion. Finally, Scott, how are things looking in the US?
Yeah, I don't mind to browse myself. The good news out of the US at the moment, at least, is that the US futures are up in very early futures trading, about 0.5%. First time in quite a few days we've actually had a positive lead from the US, so fingers crossed they can carry through our market here tomorrow.
Indeed. All right, Scott, enjoy your time in Cairns. We'll chat to you tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Tracy.